your boy Toco Tim here. You see I'm in pajamas? Yes, I'm in pajamas. Here what's going on. Rain falling so much these days. We can't do no reading under a tree. So this is about the Read Along series. Yes, we read aloud series, but I'm in bed. Right? I'm giving you a bedtime story, a reading aloud, a series in my bed. Alright? So you will get this one named The Guava Tree from Pumpkin Belly and Other Stories. The Guava Tree, Part 1. Keisha was a young girl who lived in a village high in the mountains. Like me, Toco. She lived with her stepfather, her mother having died when she was just a very little girl. Oh. Keisha's stepfather reared pigs, goats, and cows. He also grew crops like red beans, corn. They have here callaloo, but we doesn't rear callaloo. We doesn't grow callaloo. It's dasheen bush, right? Dasheen bush, cabbage, and pak choy. Them is good thing to eat, you know. Yeah. Every morning before school, Keisha had to tie out the goats and feed the pigs. In the evening, when she returned home from school, she had to bring the goats back into their pen. When she came back with the goats, she had to prepare dinner and wash her father's clothes. But look at what this little girl had to do. Her stepfather treated her very badly. When her mother was alive, he treated her well. But once her mother died, he became mean. Boy, some people, He worked Keisha very hard and gave her very little to eat, and so she was a very skinny girl. Well, that is not my problem, you know that. I just well getting to eat. You see how much me and skinny. One day, when Keisha took the goats out into the field, the billy goat was being very stubborn and tried to drag her about. Because the goat was very strong, it ended up pulling Keisha to a part of the field that nobody went to anymore. Hey, things that happened here, boy. The place was overgrown with weeds. In the middle of the tall winter grass was a large guava tree with lovely ripe guavas on it. Oh, God. My mouth's out of water. I love a guava, you know. What? Keisha was so hungry. She quickly picked some of the fruit and started to eat. It was the most delicious thing she had ever eaten. See what I tell you? Oh, gosh, guava nice. The first fruit tasted just like a guava. But when she picked the next fruit, it tasted like brown stewed chicken. What kind of tree? Boy, I want to go over tree just like that, boy. Oh, God. Well, boy, me ain't going to eat nothing from my tree again if I had a guava tree. Another fruit tasted like roasted yellow yam. And yet another tasted like ackee and saltfish. What? Keisha was so happy. She wanted to go eating forever. But she knew she should not be too greedy. Yes, oh yeah. Gosh, eat a little and live long now. Don't get too greedy. She would need to come to the tree again. That night, when Keisha got home, she was happier than she remembered being for a very long time. She went to bed happy. But you know when you eat good, oh gosh, I eat good tonight. So after I read this story for you, I'm going to bed happy. Right. Not minding the cold winds that came across the mountain and made its way under her thin covers. But you see me, I have no cover here. I'm sleeping just so. While she slept, she dreamt. She dreamt of her mother sitting below the guava tree. Keisha, my girl, my one and only child, said her mother, stroking Keisha's head. I planted this tree right here, so for you. Don't worry, I plant your navel string under the tree. Boy, all you know about that? Yes, all you. So where you think I live in for the rest of my days? Toco become a navel string berry day. Mm-hmm. And so for as long as you live, it will grow. I did that because I wanted to make sure that you would get everything you deserve. Well, you see, that is what a good parent does do. Make sure you get everything you deserve. The tree will take care of you, and with that, she was gone. Look in. Keisha wanted to tell her mother how much she loved her. She felt good knowing that her mother had planted a tree for her and so would take care of her. Yes, children does feel good when parents taking care of them, yes. For the first time in a long time, Keisha woke up happy. So she woke up smiling, happy. Keisha returned to the tree every day. In the morning, when she came to tie out the goats, she ate breakfast from it. She put a few guavas in her pocket for lunch. And in the evening, when she came to take the goats back home, she ate dinner. Keisha was very careful to still eat what her stepfather gave her. She did not want to make him suspicious. You know what that means? That's a big word there, suspicious. Didn't want to make him feel that she's doing something that she's not supposed to do. She knew that if she stopped eating the crust of bread and butter that he gave her for breakfast, but that man wicked. How you gonna give the girl a bread and a bread crust and butter? Butter and bread crust, that was she eating? Or the little food he gave her in the evening, that he would realize that she was getting food from somewhere else. Though Keisha tried to make everything appear normal, after a while, her stepfather noticed she was getting fatter. So no longer looked like skin and bones, and her skin now glowed a healthy brown. You see what has happened when you start to eat? Your skin does glow. So one day he decided to follow her to see where she was getting food. Well, look, thing, Papa, Bacchanal now start. But here we're going on. Only look at the time. It's time to drink my sour soap tea and go and sleep. So you know what? Till next week, we're only going to get part 2. Remember, if you want more stories, go to www.tocotim.com. Yeah, that's www.tocotim.com. And remember to follow and like me on the Tiki Tok. Yes, we're on the Tiki Tok and the Book of Faces on there. Good night. I'm going and drink my sour soap tea. That tea better, boy.